Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to 9 persons, 9 hours, 9 doors. That may not actually be the order that the, title comes in, but it definitely involves those 3 things in some sort of order. There is a strange mark on a door. Is another astrological sign. Like I said, it looks like a fancy pants door knocker.
It looks like a lowercase h with a dash drawn across the upper stem of the h.
I feel like we've seen this before, actually. Did this like go back to the beginning of a chapter or something?
This is the symbol of Saturn.
Yeah, I definitely already knew that. I think it went very slightly back, but this is very, very close to where we started last time.
Astrological symbol.
Then the mark on the other door.
I think that was the sun symbol.
It was indeed.
We saw the same symbols on A deck.
So what does Saturn and the sun have to do with anything? Because the only thing that I know that we have is our numbers.
We did?
Yes, Mountain, we did.
I don't remember that.
Well, you guys were obviously paying attention to other things.
A deck, huh? I haven't been there, so I wouldn't know.
No, you came out of C and we met everyone at B.
We may as well check again since we're talking about it.
Well, we don't have infinite time here, guys. Like, I know we've got 9 hours, but come on.
There. The 2 doors next to the stairs. The one on the left had a keyhole with a similar symbol engraved on it.
How do you remember that well? I mean, weren't you, like, fleeing?
She's right. It looks similar to what we saw downstairs.
But that's not the sun. That's, like, the sniper symbol. I'm sure that's not actually what it's called, but I'm going to call it the sniper symbol.
This is an earth symbol.
I was close. Snipers are very down-to-earth people.
The horizontal line symbolizes the equator, and the vertical one represents the prime meridian.
Interesting. But why is that the Earth symbol? Like, every planet has one of those.
I see. The ceiling. Metal plates. Huh. It's as if it's covering something up.
Interesting. Is there a, like, astrological diagram up there? Or was there at some point?
Perhaps it was a dome of some kind.
I wish we could get out through there.
Well, yeah, that would be nice. But that would also make the game really, really short. Think about me and my viewers, Pink Hair. Think about me and my viewers. I don't want you to get out yet.
Be realistic. We'd need a lot of explosives to open that up.
I love how that's immediately where Silver goes. She's just like, I wish we could get out. And he's like, we gotta blow up a lot of stuff.
The windows, too. Huh. They're all covered.
Well, of course they are. Like, Zero didn't just do this overnight.
In other words, we're trapped. All the exits go nowhere.
Yeah, you have to play the game. Like, I don't blame them for wanting to go out and confirm that, but still.
Well, I'm sure they go somewhere. We just can't open them.
God dang it. Okay. So I'm pretty sure that, we got stuck in an adventure. We need to be a novel. Then the mountain spoke.
You don't know that. For all we know, they just open into walls or take us in circles.
Though I will say, like, I want to see what novel does. I don't really need a then Pink Hair spoke up, then the mountain spoke in my game. Like that, I can gather that part up by myself. The prince did not agree.
No, I'm sure they go somewhere. Otherwise, what point would there be?
Yeah, like, so far the novel's extra bit of narrative is not helping. But I'm sure every once in a while it will help.
And we can open them. Well, 2 of them at least.
Yeah, the ones where they're talking about the digital route. The 4 and the 5. So I can go in the 5 one all by myself.
I mean the numbered doors.
Didn't we go all the way back to A deck? How can we still see those? The atmosphere in the room grew tense.
Hey, wait a minute. I think I said this earlier, but I don't think we should do that.
Do you have a better suggestion? Because I don't. Didn't move in front of the doors as if to block them.
We'd have to be crazy to open these doors. If we do that, we're doing exactly what Zero wants us to do.
Well, but that's the... You're right, but it's also the only way... Like, Zero has set this up so we can only win by playing his game. So not playing the game is just waiting for the ship to sink.
May as well give it a shot. We can't stay here forever.
I agree with Mountain.
Yes, I'm in favor as well.
No, I'm totally against this.
Well, like I said, Dancer, you need to come up with a solution other than doing what they want us to do.
But shouldn't we at least try?
We don't know what'll happen. We should stay here.
But we know what will happen if we stay here.
We don't have time for that. In 8.5 hours, this ship is going to sink.
I have a voice that made it next as possible to determine who was saying what. I don't know. I'm having a very easy time with it. It even shows me their pictures. Arguments grew more and more intense until people were shouting and screaming at one another.
Hey, shut up!
Good job, Junpei. That will definitely bring order to the situation. I know every time I'm in the middle of a whole bunch of people, yelling at them to shut up definitely does not make me the center of their ire. They felt. Oh, I did not actually think that would work. He felt each stare burning into him, but he refused to
Before we
flinch.
try and decide where we're going to go, there's something else we ought to do.
What's that?
We need to exchange information.
Wait, what? I guess we want to call each other? I don't think we have cell phones,
We
dude.
don't know anything about each other. I want to know who you guys are. Who you are, where you came from, why you ended up here.
Well, since we do know that everyone that goes through the door has to participate, it would be really good to know what people's individual skill sets
Tell
are.
me you aren't curious too.
They were silent. Some of them looked the other way, or bit their lip, or crossed their arms and stared at the ceiling. One of them spoke up. It was Akane.
I agree. I think Jumpy is right.
Don't call me Jumpy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking about him. I just call him Jumpy. His name is Junpei.
I still love how, I haven't seen her in probably like 10, 15 years, and she just is going to blurt out Jumpy in public. Well, I gathered that,
We're
yes.
childhood friends. We went to the same elementary school.
Wait, stop. Don't tell us stuff we didn't ask you about.
Why the hell would you care?
Someone's probably watching us right now.
Who would why would that
What
matter?
are you gonna do if he's listening in?
Continue talking? If you don't act normal, the terrorists win.
Oh, would that be bad?
Yeah, it's like, I'm pretty sure Zero knew that when he abducted both of you.
Hell yeah, it would. We don't know how much that bastard knows about us. Maybe he just picked a bunch of random people to kidnap. If that is the case, then it'd be dangerous for us to let him know too much.
I mean, again, I don't feel like Zero's even on this ship.
Zero knows who we are. He could go after our families.
Why would he do that? I mean, granted, we're dealing with someone that doesn't, make a lot of sense and is a little bit crazy, but
Maybe
still.
he'd tell us he had him to get us to do stuff, you know?
But we still need to know what our names are. It's going to be hard to talk to each other if we don't have names.
All right, then why don't we have code names?
God damn it, Mountain. Damn, apparently seemed like the obvious solution.
Code names?
Yeah, we'll each pick something. Like, I'll be 7.
Mountain is a way better name than Seven.
Why are you 7?
It seemed a fair question. Mountain struck out his left arm.
Because this bracelet number says 7.
He is not the most creative person in the world, is he?
Oh, I get it. Yeah, that's a good idea. All right, I'm gonna be Santa.
Your bracelet says Santa?
You chumps know Japanese? No? Well, san means 3. So, I'll be Santa. You know, like Santa Claus. Fits, don't you think?
Interesting. I wonder who 6 is, because in French, 6 is pronounced sex. Let it be Dancer.
Bracelet number.
Yeah, it's got a 3 on it. Good job, Grandpa.
Silver, you asshole. Mountain had done so with twice on his left hand. Sure enough, the face on his bracelet read 3.
Very well then. I'll go next, shall I? My bracelet number is 1. Given that, I think Ace seems appropriate.
I guess so.
I'll be Lotus then. As I'm sure you all know, it has 8 petals.
I had no idea. But Lotus seems very appropriate for you, although I was really hoping you'd be 6.
Which means, of course, that my bracelet number is
Yeah, 8. We got it.
8.
I would appreciate it if you would call me Snake.
Because you are number 2, and that's what Snake Eyes is. Although I still prefer Viscount. I want Viscount to be his name.
My bracelet number is 2. Since Ace has chosen cards, then I choose dice. Snake eyes, clearly. Which is particularly relevant given that I am blind.
Wait, you're... Wow, I had no idea.
You can't see?
Well, that would be what blind means, Lion. Good
I
job.
knew it.
His eyes closed in her entire... Which suggested something strange, but Tiernan said so casually. It was something of a surprise. Everyone seemed a little nervous at the Viscount's proclamation, but no one seemed to know how to react to him.
Me next.
There's one person who didn't seem surprised in the least. Girl with pink
I
hair.
want to be Clover.
Like 4-leaf clover?
You know, like a 4-leaf
Yep.
clover.
Okay.
Good luck, right?
Wonder what I'm going to end up being. Although, do I have to just stick with Jumpy? Oh, it's a bracelet.
Alright, my number's 5. So my code name is gonna be...
Why have one? It's not like there's any point to it now.
Yeah, we all know you're Jumpy.
I mean, we all know your name already. You're Junpei.
But I wanted a code name. I want to be the, like, Magnificent Five. Kind of step forward nervously.
Then you should all call me by my name too. Because, I mean, it doesn't seem...
Akane, you're...
It doesn't seem fair to Jumpy.
I would prefer my code name be Jumpy, to be
You're
honest, quite
thinking
honestly.
it's not cool for you to hide your name after you told us his.
Kind of fidgeted awkwardly. We decided he had to do
What's your
something.
bracelet number?
It's 6.
Oh, there we go. They held out her left hand. She claimed the bracelet's face showed a 6. Well, it's a good thing to know that she's an honest person.
Alright then, why don't we call you June?
Okay, 6 months. That's a
June?
decent one.
Yeah, you know, it's the 6th month of the year. So you're June.
I wonder who Junpei's voice actor is. I feel like I've heard his name or his voice before.
Jumpy?
I knew her hand and looked up at Junpei, uncertain. Smiled back at her
Are you good with
reassuringly.
that?
Yeah.
Not for a few new, then decided to come to a decision and gave Junpei a small nod.
Okay then.
Their names decided. Junpei ran over them quickly
So
at his
this
head.
is how everyone breaks down. 1 is Ace. 2 is Snake. 3 is Santa.
Santa's going to be hard to remember. I really like Silver better.
4 is Clover. 5 is me.
Jumpy! Say it! Say it!
6 is June. 7 is 7. And 8 is Lotus.
And what about 9, the, like, bespectacled scientist-looking crazy
That
guy?
means 8 of us have revealed our bracelet numbers. The only one left is...
That glasses guy with hair like a bird's nest.
Yeah, that guy.
You haven't said a thing so far, have you?
Is he mute? Okay, he's not mute. His skin was pale and his breathing was heavy. He was soaked with nervous sweat. Does he not? Does he only speak Japanese? Does he have no idea what people are saying? His behavior seemed very suspicious, or perhaps simply emotionally unstable. It's difficult to tell. Well, it seemed clear he had only a fingertip's worth of a grip of insanity. With pink hair, Clover walked up to him, slowly. She put her hands on her hips and eyed him suspiciously.
What number are you?
Well, obviously 9. He didn't answer. His bloodshot eyes twitched from person to person, and his breath came in hot pants. His breath is wearing hot pants? What?
Hey, I'm talking to you.
He looked with a shaking tongue and spoke with a voice like old paper. He can't at least talk. That's a start.
Isn't it obvious? There are 9 people here. And you know who numbers 1 through 8 are.
So why does he not want to show us his bracelet? That's
I'm
suspicious.
the only one left.
So you're 9?
Yeah.
Why is it such a difficult thing to just show us? I mean, like, I don't know why he's so timid. Okay, no. I was overthinking that.
What's your code name?
Code name?
Has he just not been paying attention?
What do you want us to call you? We all made up names. You should too.
I don't need one.
Why not?
Because everyone else has one, and I'm a rebel.
Because I am not gonna stay here with you.
Well, what are you planning to do exactly? Clover looked at him with something very much like disgust.
You've got some sort of plan?
I do.
To not be here with you.
Huh? What's that?
You sure you want to know?
Yeah?
Yeah?
All right, let me show you. I'm gonna do this.
What the hell? I'm almost afraid to press this button. By the time they realized what he was doing, it was too late to stop him. And his body moved like a snake's. Blink of an eye, it slid around behind her and wrapped his arm around her waist. Like, what? How is this a plan?
Hey! What the hell do you think you're doing?
This guy is not... So, Santa leapt forward, Clover the ninth man. He was halfway there
Stay
when...
back.
So the man's hand dove into his pocket.
Ah,
Why does it... How... He held to Clover's pale, quivering neck. Does he just, like, really not understand the situation he's in?
if you get any closer, I'll cut her open. Yeah, that's right.
Man's smile was neither friendly nor reassuring. Sweat poured down his neck, soaking the collar of his shirt.
Clover, are you all right?
The Viscount Snake's voice sounded oddly concerned.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Her voice shook, making her words even less convincing.
What the hell are you trying to do? I told you. This is my plan.
How is that a plan? None of us are Zero, you dumb butt.
What are you gonna do to her, you sick son of a bitch?
Don't worry. I'm not gonna do anything to her. If she just does what I tell her to, I'll let her go.
I really feel like this guy does not understand the situation at all. He started to move backwards, slowly keeping his grip on Clover.
Slowly. That's right. Just follow me.
In their distance, Junpei and the others followed. Eventually, the man reached the wall. He gave a start as his back touched it, and he glanced around quickly as he spoke.
Here. Verify. The left. Look on your left. Do you see the device on the wall?
Are you trying to get her to open the door? Because I thought, like, oh, is it 4 and 5 or is it 5 and 6? Because she's 4, so maybe he's just trying to have her open the 4 door. 4 door.
Place your hand on the scanner panel, the round part.
What if I don't?
This also failed. It looked like he was about to choke.
Are you an idiot? What do you think?
I was kind of right when I called this guy a like scientist, because he's like, oh my god, you guys are all
I could
morons.
slit your throat right now. I'll kill you if I have to. All I need is your bracelet. Just do it. Do it now.
But again, I don't actually know what his, like, he could just ask her to do that. Like,
Okay, I'll do it.
slowly she stretched her left hand out towards the device.
Like this?
Her back was to it, and she had to feel around for a moment before she found the circular panel.
So that's how it works. He called that round part of the device the scanner panel.
Yeah, he does seem to know more about this than...
Put our left hand on it, our bracelet number gets entered into the device. Then...
Should you total the numbers on your numbered bracelets,
I was going to say, I thought it was a digital root thing, so I didn't think that just she would be able to open
and
it.
find that the digital root of that number is equal to the number of that door, the door will open.
Junpei shifted his eyes to the door itself. Remember when it was
door
5.
5. But why does this guy know so much about how this thing works?
I mean, potentially he came from the same situation you did, so he knows about the digital roots. Maybe his actually had a thing he had to
It's
press.
like he knows exactly what to do.
Good. Good. You're done. Next.
Alright, so towards the person until finally they stopped on the lot Ace.
You, right? You're the one with the number 1 bracelet, right?
Yes, I am. So?
So 4 plus 1 is 5, but
Then you're next. Just verify your number like this little brat did. What are you doing? Do it! Don't you care what happens to her?
so I mean, yeah, you'll get the door open, but then what?
Okay, just calm down.
Ace held his hands, palms out. The ninth man jerked his chin towards the
I'm coming
device.
over.
Slowly, cautiously, Ace moved towards the device. For what seemed like an agonizing turn, he reached
Now,
it.
verify.
All right, this is what you wanted, right?
Ace nodded and placed his hand on the scanner panel.
Now the device has both Clover and Ace's numbers, 4 and 1. 4 plus 1 is 5. It's the same as the number written on the door,
Right.
but it won't open yet.
Only 3 to 5 people can pass through one numbered door.
So yeah, it has to be... We have to add to 10 to get to
One more
15.
person. If what Zero said is true, he needs one more person. Who? Who does he need?
Well, that's the problem. He actually needs 2 because he has to add 10 in order to get to 15, so it'll drop down to 5.
Get back.
His voice shook, but the knife he held close to his throat made his words a command. Ace took 2 and then 3 steps back. That adds a total of 5 because I'm good at math.
No! Farther! More than that! Go all the way back!
This guy is insane. Like, I don't want to kill him, but I don't want him around.
Okay.
But at the same time, we might need his number. Slowly, Ace did what he was told.
Wait, don't tell me.
That's when Junpei understood his plan.
Clover's 4 and Ace's 1. Added to the ninth man's 9. 4 plus 1 plus 9 is 14. And the digital root of 14, 1 plus 4, is 5.
Oh, okay. That's why I forgot that you added them together. I thought it was just, you go back down to the ones digit.
In other words,
Thank God you were all so cooperative. Now I can get out of this nightmare.
No, you can't, you idiot. There's a, puzzle room behind there. We're still hitting the scanner panel. Third aspect appeared on the screen. He dropped his hand to the lever on the side of the device and pulled. The door opened with a heavy metallic groan.
Good! I don't need you anymore.
Well, he's not going to make it. Let go of Clover.
Wait!
Yeah. You do realize that everyone has to participate, right?
Here! She's all yours.
The man shoved Clover.
Okay. Have a good one, guys.
He obviously didn't consider
I'm
everything.
going off ahead now. Well then, goodbye.
So did we already lose one of our people? Because I don't think I could have done anything differently in order to keep him around. The ground shut with a dull clang of metal on metal.
Clover, are you all right?
So it seems like they've got people that know each other, but only 2. So I guess the ninth man was the odd man out. Snake ran to Clover's side as she lay on the floor.
Yeah, I'm fine.
She climbed unsteadily to her feet, and once there, she leaned heavily on Snake's shoulder for support.
Damn it!
Joey ran to the door.
Bastard!
The others followed him. Several pairs of hands grabbed hold of the handles and pulled. It's not going to open at this point. But again, they said everyone has to participate, so I don't think he can get out of that room.
Open, damn it!
They grunted and strained, but
Shit! It won't budge.
that was when Lotus, the dancer, spoke. Her voice was quiet.
Do you hear something?
Like, what?
Well, if you'll stop talking and listen, I bet you can hear it as well.
Like some sort of beeping.
It was his ear against the cold metal of the door. The others did the same.
You're right. I can hear it too.
What is it?
Then they heard something else. It was the ninth man.
Why isn't it stopping? God damn it!
That's because the instructions said that everyone has to participate.
You lied!
Lied?
This wasn't supposed to happen!
So it seems like the ninth man was an insider or a mole and actually kind of knew about the game from the start.
This is wrong! This is wrong!
His voice shook with fear. Safe on the outside, they stepped back from the door and looked at one another.
What is happening in there?
I don't know, but it doesn't. As soon as he went in there, I said it says that everyone has to participate. So if he goes in there by himself, he can't finish the puzzle.
Open the door, please! I'm begging you! Help me! Please get me out of here! Get me out of here!
I don't think we can at this point.
Ah, God damn it!
Should we grab hold of the device? He slammed his hand on the scanner panel. Nothing. Yeah, it says engaged at this point.
Why? Why won't it work?
Because the trial is in progress. And that's why it says engaged. Before it said vacant.
Engaged? Is it because it's occupied?
Occupido.
Oh my god, oh my god! There's no time left! Listen, I was lied to! He lied to me! He put me in here!
So yeah, whoever this person was, he knows Zero. I think there's a connection between a lot of people in here. Obviously, I know Akane, and obviously Viscount knows Clover. I don't know who else is connected of the other four, but I think that the ninth man knew Zero.
It was him! He killed me! It was him!
You're not gonna say a name though, are you? Because that would be too convenient. I actually flinched a little bit at that. The explosion rocked the room. Not really. I mean, it wasn't that loud. Instinctively, they ducked and stood slowly when they realized there was no danger. No one spoke. Silence filled the room.
A beep?
All eyes turned towards it.
Did that thing just make that sound?
Yeah, the trials failed and now the room is back open.
The display changed from engaged to vacant.
Yeah, so that's what happens when you go in without everyone.
Let's see if we can open it.
7. The mountain swallowed hard. She may not place hand on the scanner panel. A red asterisk appeared.
Well, it registered my bracelet number, but it won't open with one person. We need at least 2 more people.
I would say, due to the fact that there was an explosion and it may be dangerous, I don't want Lotus or June back there.
Snake, 7. You think you could give me a hand here?
Tom was a little too on the nose, but the mood was still grim. Santa and June lifted their hands silently. Santa and June? I thought I said Snake and 7. I was trying to keep June out of there.
5 plus 2 plus 7 equals 14. The digital root of 14, 1 plus 4 equals 5. This should do it. Now we just need to pull the lever on the side.
You guys ready? I'm gonna open it.
He grabbed the lever and looked back over his shoulder. They stiffened and nodded. Junpei nodded back and set his mouth in a grim line. Then he slowly lowered the lever. There was a metallic groan and the door slid open. A breath of air drifted out, carrying a stench that nearly made them gag. Junpei grimaced and put a hand over his mouth.
Oh my god.
Good God.
Lotus and Ace shuddered as well. 7 just grunted.
Whoa, that's pretty bad.
Even Santa's voice shook.
He blew up.
I mean, we did hear an explosion. I was kind of thinking that's probably what happened. It appeared that Santa was right. The hallway on the other side of the door was splattered with chunks of torn flesh and dark red blood. That's kind of why I want to keep you out of there, June. She dragged across the room. They come from June. And then her strength left, and she dropped. Junpei turned to catch her. The door's grown shut. She crumbled to the floor.
June, are you okay?
Now here's the thing, though. My Danganronpa instinct is saying, I wonder if he actually died, or if that entire thing was put in place in order to make us think he had died. Because we don't know what was behind those doors originally. And he could have just, like, acted that and then gotten out of there. There's no definitive way to know if he actually exploded or if that was something else. Joey dropped to his knees and put his arm around her shoulders. That's when he noticed. Her whole body was... She was radiant in intense heat.
What the hell? Where'd this fever come from?
June didn't answer. Her face looked like wet and her whole body began to shake.
Okay, let's just rest for a minute, okay? You think you can walk?
She nodded weakly. She lifted June to her feet and guided her to a nearby chair.
Here we go.
So as he could, he set her down in it.
How are you feeling? Are you all right?
I mean, he just saw, or she just saw the exploded remains of someone. She nodded, and then she did a single huge tear roll down the side of her face.
Why? Why did this happen?
I can understand that reaction, although, like, the puzzle solver in me is like, well, no reason to dwell on it, let's go! But I do understand that these are normal people, and that would be their reaction. Her voice broken by misery and grief, choked by sobs.
Why did this happen?
Junpei
Do
spun
any
around.
of you know what the fuck is going on here?
The nonary game.
Who's Zero? What's this nonary game? Come on! Anybody? Anything? What the hell is going on? What are we doing here?
No one spoke. Ace, Snake, Santa, Clover, Seven, and Lotus. They simply stood there. 7 pairs of downcast eyes and 7 grim lines for mouths. Wait, 7? Hold on. I mean, sure, I'll save, but how do I get back to... I don't know how to go back to see what was said previously. Hello? No. I don't know. But, like, it said 6 names and it said 7 pairs of eyes, and I'm kind of confused. They slowed as the minutes ticked by, and eventually they stopped. And suddenly, in the cold, heavy silence that enveloped like a thick fog, a bell began to ring. The clock in the central hall. 7, 8, 9, 10 times. Now the 10th ring, it stopped. Now the bell faded away into silence.
It's 10 o'clock then.
Yep, 8 hours remain. And so each of them have been thinking.
That means it's been an hour since Zero's little announcement.
Seven's deep voice echoed across the room.
Fuck! I've had enough of this crap! How long are we gonna pussyfoot around like this?
I agree with Santa.
We've only got 8 hours until this time limit Zero is going on about is up. Let's get going already! Go! Go!
Yeah, we basically spent an hour doing nothing but sit around and mope. They stared back, their eyes blank and their faces tired. Finally, Lotus spoke.
No, I refuse. I'm not gonna end up like him.
Well, the way he died is at least better than drowning.
Him? You mean the 9th man?
Of course, who else?
In his mind's eye, Junpei saw the corpse again.
Blood and pieces of flesh.
The dark reddish-black pool of blood. The scattered pieces of flesh. Organs strewn about the floor like a blossoming of a grotesque flower. The explosion that had torn through his body had been powerful.
There's no way for a person to die.
I mean, I don't know if there's a good way to die, but at least it was quick. That man's neck had been twisted and odd. Oh, okay, we actually saw a body. Junpei suspected the detonation had thrown him against the wall. Half his face was crushed, and the other half was covered in blood. His abdomen had been emptied either by explosion or by gravity. He had landed on his back, and stark white ribs jutted out of his chest. Oh my god. This is more than I need to know. Junpei felt something flip in his stomach.
I think he just screwed up.
Eyebrows went up and Santa continued.
Probably set off some sort of trap, and that killed him.
Well, no, he went in there by himself when it specifically said that you have to have at least 3.
I'm not gonna screw up like that. I'm getting out of here alive.
I do like the voice acting in this game. Santa did not find it particularly humorous.
What's so goddamn funny?
Oh, my apologies. You were just, so very confident. I couldn't help myself.
What the fuck?
I think you've mistaken the situation.
Huh?
The 9th man's death. It had nothing to do with the trap. Or at least not the sort of trap.
Yeah, it was just a failure to follow directions. That's all it was.
Then?
He broke one of Zero's rules. That was why he died. Quite simple if you think about it.
Huh?
You still don't... All right. How about you take a moment and think
We
back
really
to
don't
what
have time to be
Zero said.
condescending right now.
Specifically, what did he say about the number of people?
He said only 3 to 5 people can pass through one numbered door. Right?
And after that? You've forgotten the relevant part. What did Zero say?
Yeah, I caught on to it almost immediately. Zero said...
All those who enter must leave, and all who enter must contribute, right?
Absolutely.
I think it was something like that.
Danganronpa has taught me to really pay attention to the specifics of the school rules.
Whatever it was, it means that groups of less than 3 or more than 5 can't go through.
That is correct. A gold star for you, Junpei.
Jumpy! Single line heard forward towards
The
Junpei.
9th man, however, broke that rule. He tried to pass through a numbered door by himself. That was why he was executed.
And with that revelation, we'll go ahead and end this episode. Join me next time when hopefully we actually go through the doors and get to go through a another trap room or another escape room, because those are fun as hell. See you next time, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in.